How much are you looking forward to the game tomorrow night, particularly after the performance you had against Dundee at the weekend?
Yeah, of course. Good result at the weekend, good performance. We got a full house tomorrow night, so everybody's ready to go. We're just desperate for kick-off. And we just continue to build on the performance at the weekend, tidy up the bits that we can tidy up on. And, we hope for a successful night tomorrow night.
If I take you to the game at Tannadice a week ago to then Dundee, how much has that done for the confidence of the players?
To be honest, I think it's, for us as a group, we know where we're at. We know where we need to improve. And we'll only get better when we do that and training every single day. And then when we get the chance to play in the games, then we give absolutely everything. So, we're only focused on what we're doing. We're very early on in terms of, our season, where we want to be. And the manager's always implementing the things that he wants us to do. So, like I said, we just totally focus on what we're doing. And tomorrow night's another opportunity to have another step forward in terms of performance and result as well.
Callum, just on the result, obviously Celtic fans love to see what you did at full time when you got the guys together, a sort of huddle after the match as well. Just can I get your thoughts as to why you decided to do that, and maybe a wee snippet of what you said to the players?
What I said to the players, will obviously remain private for that reason, but it's just good to show the togetherness. A lot of new players experiencing Celtic Park for the first time in a league match. Good performance, good result. Like I said, it's just important that they feel the importance of winning at Celtic Park in style. And, we just continue that. We continue to work ever so hard in training, in the games. We perform as best we possibly can. And like I said, we try and send the supporters home happy every week if we can. But like I said, it was just a show of togetherness. We always thank the fans for the support, win, lose or draw, and we'll always do that. But it was just nice to sort of show that togetherness, I thought, on the pitch.
You mentioned the togetherness there. The manager a couple of times in the last couple of press conferences had to field questions about players leaving, whatnot. In terms of you as the captain, in terms of players wanting to leave or wanting to stay, what's your message to any player who doesn't want to be there? Is it a case of you're only wanting, as a captain, players in that huddle who want to be here and committed?
I think certainly, for this football club, we need players that are, 100% focused on winning games for Celtic, doing the best they can for their career, and in turn that helps everybody perform and get to a level where we can be successful. So, obviously that is the message. The club will continue to try and make as many players feel as comfortable and as wanted as possible. And like I said, then it's our job as footballers to go out there and give absolutely everything for the jersey until that's no more. So, we have a responsibility to the supporters, to this club, to the badge, that every time we set foot on that pitch, we give absolutely everything. And that's what I want from the players and from the club.
Callum, just on that, if there are players who perhaps are weighing up what to do, do you as captain now speak to players individually and gauge their thoughts, gauge their mood, just to maybe help them?
Yeah, of course. Listen, I speak to all the players pretty much every day. We've got a great group of guys in the building, boys that are desperate to do well. So all of their conversations are easy ones every day. We've got a good group. And like I said, I'll say the same as I say to everyone. I want to be successful as a footballer. I'm sure everybody wants to be successful, and then that in turn will make this club successful. So, those conversations on a daily basis are actually pretty easy.
I just wonder, in the bigger picture of things, there was a lot of doom and gloom at the end of last season, a lot of change over the summer. You've had a very good week. The result last midweek, an excellent performance at the weekend. There's also been some fallibility shown elsewhere. Has it been a big week in terms of motivating you, of convincing you that perhaps this could be a really good season and some of the doom and gloom from last year was over-egged?
I think every season's a fresh challenge for every football club, and obviously Celtic's no different to that. When you go away over the summer, you reflect on what's happened in previous seasons, and then you have that hunger when you come back to fix it and put it right. So I'm pretty sure everyone's the same that plays football. They all want to do that. For us, in terms of new manager, new group of players, we're only focused solely on what's happening in our building. We can't control anything that goes on outside our building. And to be honest, that's the way that we should be working. We know that we're very early on in terms of what we want to do, the manager implementing his style. And, we have to continue to work hard every single day in training. And then when we get the opportunity in games, we try and implement as much of that as possible and get good results for this club. So, like I said, we're only totally focused on what's going on inside our building.
Just on that, how easy is it to block out that external noise when there is so much going on in terms of your position? How easy or how difficult is that?
No, I think it's very easy, especially when we are so focused on and trying to build a team, build a squad that can be successful. Then, there's enough challenges inside our building every day in terms of, implementing the manager's message, carrying that out on the pitch, building team spirit, building togetherness, letting the new players settle in. So, we've got enough to get on with rather than, looking elsewhere and seeing what other teams are up to. Like I say, we just solely focused on what we're doing and getting better every week. As the weeks go on, we want to be getting stronger.
And clearly there are goals in this team with 10 in the last 2 games, which is quite a statement of intent. It seems to have instilled a bit of belief that progress is definitely being made in terms of the wider picture in this rebuild.
Yeah, of course. Goals bring confidence. Forward players thrive on confidence, and then when they get goals, everything becomes a lot easier. But for myself and probably the coaches and everybody else inside the football club, I think the most pleasing thing was a clean sheet at the weekend. That then gives you the platform to go forward and express yourself, get your forward players on the ball, and they can score goals. So, it's not just the attacking side of the game we're looking at, we're also looking at the defensive side of the game and how each of the players can play their part in both sides with the ball and without the ball. So, that's what we're always focused on and try to tidy everything up.
I'm just wondering, full house tomorrow evening. Rangers had a full house last night. Didn't seem to have much of an impact on the performance. What difference do you think a full house can make to Celtic's performance?
It's been so long that we've had a full house at Celtic Park. So, it's a brilliant opportunity to get the supporters back in, enjoying the football. And it's also a brilliant opportunity for the boys to go and experience and feel a full crowd again. So, we're very much looking forward to it. It's a brilliant opportunity and one that the boys are desperate just for kick-off to come, and all the preparation's been done. We go out, we earn the right to play, we show high energy, and like I say, we have a good night. So, that's our focus. We're just desperate to get a full house back in.
I'm just wondering, Callum, does it feel now like you're playing in Ange Postecoglou's Celtic, and how distinct is that from Neil Lennon's Celtic of last season?
I think every manager's obviously got different styles. We've obviously recruited a number of players, new players coming in. So it's obviously got a totally different feel to the team last season. So, the manager's getting there. He's getting the guys in that he wants. He's trying to implement his style. And obviously, if you go by the last 2 games, the score lines have been good for us. So we always continue to build and try and get stronger as each week goes on throughout the season. So the manager will be working ever so hard to get his message across. And then it's up to the players to deliver that on the pitch.
Yeah, just wanted to talk about the new players there. Obviously, Joe Hart and McCarthy coming in over the last week or so. How have you helped them settle in? And McCarthy especially, you can afford to playing with him in central midfield? Yeah,
all the new boys have settled in great. They're all brilliant lads as well, which obviously helps. They've come in, they're super relaxed. The guys have welcomed them in, and they seem to sort of feel at home already. So, that's great. The quicker they can settle in, the better for everyone. Just on James, coming in, obviously brilliant Premier League experience, been at big clubs. So, we'll be expecting sort of big things when he gets up and running, gets his fitness, gets his feel for the ball, and hopefully we get him in the team and he can help us in there as well.
Just talking about your midfield position, you seem to be a little bit deeper on Sunday, almost playing as the one in front of the defence. How do you find that position? You know, you almost get to dictate the play a little bit more. How do you feel you're doing that?
Yeah, good. Scoreline would suggest we did all right. So, it's good. You obviously at Celtic Park, you get a lot of the ball, which is probably my strength in terms of passing and looking forward, getting the forward ones on the ball. And then, like I said, even more pleasing, the defensive side of the game, my structure was good. There wasn't many counter-attacks in terms of positioning, full-back, centre-back, midfield player. So, like I said, we just keep building on that, keep getting stronger. And like I said, we just look to progress every week and get better.